Welcome to Season 6, Episode 13 of the Film Bros Championship Podcast. I am Tim. With me is my co-host, Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
Well, Tim, I expect something weird is about to happen. Been having the weirdest feelings lately. Like something weird is about to happen. When I get those weird feelings, something weird usually happens. Yeah.
Freaking weirdos.
Big John!
Man, the amount of times he says weirdos is
Big John Brigham playing Norman the janitor. Love him to death.
crazy, man.
Love that guy.
And he keeps coming back. It's just like, oh, we're
Talk
gonna
about the
talk
weirdos.
we're gonna talk about weirdos again. And I don't want to step on it too much, but I really greatly loved when he mentions his brother. He's like, "Oh no, that guy's a weirdo." It's like, oh, great. So we saw Bloodsuckers from Outer Space.
We're back in Texas, Tim. Tejas!
Yeah, we're back in Texas.
Texas beer.
The plot synopsis on IMDb is fantastic.
Oh,
Farmers in Texas become brainwashed bloodsuckers. Period. That's it.
accurate.
That is probably one of the shortest descriptions on IMDb I have ever seen in my life.
Well, one of our shorter movies, too. So what did you
Yeah.
think?
Um, it's interesting because it took me a little bit. I was like, are they in on it? Or are they not in on it? And then there's a moment where they're like, oh, okay, they're in on it.
Would be the Bugs Bunny eyebrows.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's just like, oh, okay, so they are in on it. And there's definitely moments where I'm laughing.
I counted two for me, maybe three.
Yeah. But a lot of it just doesn't land.
Nope.
And it will probably be really low, if not the lowest scored this season so far.
Not my lowest, but it's right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's if it's not, it's pretty close. Um, it's like it's weird because it's like I want to like this. I kind of like something of what it's
It's
trying to do. It just doesn't really execute it very well.
it's funny watching this after the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
You have a habit of just picking the exact same theme as the previous movie that I'd picked. So we did one
I
from one
did
horror
not
comedy
do
to
it on
another.
purpose. Did not
You
do
never
it on
do.
purpose.
You never do. It's incredible, uncanny.
Yeah,
Um,
I got a
so we
skill.
watched successful horror comedy, and we watched this.
Yeah.
Uh, A for effort, I guess. They tried.
Yeah, I mean, it clearly seems independently made. I'm
Oh
curious when
yeah,
you
I
when
could
you
not.
get to your stuff.
Nope,
Like,
I got nothing
can't.
for you.
Yeah, because I'm like, I can't imagine this had a wide release.
Oh, it did not.
Yeah, I would bet. So I'm like, I'm curious, but then I saw some stuff
I
about how
snuck
like,
this in there because it debuted on one screen at Joe Bob's Drive-In down in
okay,
Texas. So I was like, you know what? It was on a screen. It's better than
and you
most of
and
the
you
80s
like
stuff.
Joe Bob, so okay.
Well, yeah, I love Joe Bob Briggs, but I wouldn't count this as a Joe Bob movie or Joe Bob recommends or anything like that. I've never seen him
Yeah.
present the movie. This has happened just like at a screening in Texas.
Well, it
Um,
seems like it just recently got to streaming and some, back.
mm,
It does seem like it's pretty recent, but ooh.
I mean, it's been around. It's been available on home video since 1986.
Yeah, I was surprised. It's just like an easy thing to watch for free on Amazon Prime. It's just like, okay.
It was a pleasant
Yeah.
surprise. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like interesting. This would have been rough with commercials constantly.
I don't think it would have made a difference for me.
Fair
The
enough.
way I pause these movies, I have to take notes anyway, and honestly, the more time I pause, the more it helps this thing. So
Yeah.
shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's talk about Jeff.
Yeah, our hero is Jeff Rhodes, played by Tom Myers, a photographer slash reporter for the local paper. He really just wants to be a professional photographer, an artist, but does the reporter thing to make ends meet.
Yeah, he wants to express himself. That's
Mm.
very important to him. Yeah, I wasn't quite clear whether he was just a photographer for this paper for the middle of nowhere or really was reporting as well. Because you would
He's
get
doing
the
both.
just when he's talking to his friend that he is a reporter because he's worried about him not, not putting stuff out there and not quoting him, but whatever. But then there's
No,
other moments where it seems like he's just the photographer. So it's just
it's
weird.
both. It's middle of nowhere, Texas. He's doing both jobs.
Yeah.
Double duty.
Yeah.
So Jeff is under pressure to give up his current job to work full time for his Uncle Joe on the farm he grew up on. He currently lives in his grandma's house while she's in a nursing home, and it sounds like he gets financial assistance from his uncle, but he'll lose it all if he doesn't come to work for the on the farm.
Right. He's going to lose the inheritance
Not
too.
just the inheritance, but he won't help him out anymore, he says. So,
Right. Well, it just seems like all of this could be yours and you're not going to get any of it or whatever if you don't
also, I
come to
won't
work
help
with me.
you because clearly
Right.
the reporter job's not making ends, actually making ends meet. He needs some
Right.
supplemental income from his uncle.
Yeah. And it clearly he has not done wonderful things with grandma's house either. It's in pretty like, ugh, clean up after yourself, you slob. It's just not amazing to look at how he's keeping up with it.
I've seen worse, and obviously he makes it worse throughout this movie.
Yep. Yep. True, true.
Um, so what'd you think of Jeff, Tom Myers?
Um, there's moments of the movie where I'm like, I wish I got more of that of Jeff, like the Bugs Bunny eyebrows, which I was just
Oh,
like,
I rolled my eyes so hard I almost gave myself a concussion when I saw
oh
that.
no, I
Oh
laughed. That's
no.
that's what that's where I laughed. So I mean, he's again, it's I don't know. There's times you're like, that's rough. There's other times where I'm like, all right, it's fine. It's not the worst thing ever. So beginning to end, it's not the worst performance, but it's not great. And again, it's like
He
one of those things. It's like I want to like this, but I struggling
it
here.
it definitely seems stuck in both worlds where it wants to be serious with his character anyway, and also
Right.
be like an airplane naked gun type character.
Correct.
Um, and he does okay at the naked gun airplane stuff. And yeah, I wish they had just leaned into that a lot
Just
more.
go into that more. Yeah.
It's total spoof.
Yeah.
Um, but like it's this weird stuff like when he blows a tire and he can't fix it because his spare is also ruptured, so he just starts like destroying the whole car out of pure anger and frustration. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
It just seemed like you
that
could
seems
still
stupid.
fix those things, and now you probably can't.
It's just a tire, you
Yeah.
just broke every single window now. That's quite a bit more
Yeah.
expensive.
Did more than just the windows. Like he went to town on that car.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was weird. It's like I never took him as an anger issue person other than that one scene.
But at that moment, we'd
Um,
only meant own him for like 10 minutes. But yeah.
yeah, but even the rest of the movie, like it's not like he's struggling with anger issues throughout the way or something. Like it's not like calling Marty McFly chicken or something, it's none of those things.
Well, you get the feeling that this, character is just like the director expressing himself, writer director expressing himself. Like this is his dream, and he won't be
Right.
told what to do.
Right.
And that's what this whole thing's about. Like, you want me to be a dairy farmer. First you want me to a photographer, then you don't want me to be a photographer, then you want me to be a dairy farmer, then you don't want me to be a dairy farmer, now you want me to be a bloodsucker. Now, no, it's just
Yeah.
like okay,
Yeah. He's
I want
he's
to be an
speaking his
artist. I have my
truth.
art. Yeah,
He's speaking his truth, probably a kid from Texas, right?
I guess.
Meaning the writer of the movie.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure. Actually, the guy who plays Ralph, we'll talk about him later, is the writer director.
Gotcha.
Um, yeah, so Jeff's parents died when he was 5. He and his brother lived with his aunt and uncle until they were old enough to escape. Jeff says he doesn't see his brother Ralph very much. He's wrapped up in his work, a top secret government project at Research City. Get into more about that later.
Oh, I can't wait on that one. Yeah.
He hooks up with this girl named Julie, who's just driving around. We'll get more into her bit.
Yep.
Says he's just confused about what to do with his future. Julie
Seems like
says
you have a decent buddy with Sam as well, the deputy, the sheriff deputy.
yeah. I do you think the director had ever had sex before? Because I was a little confused by the sex scene.
Is it like 40 Year Old
Both
Virgin
sex
to you?
scenes.
40 Year Old Virgin, like bags of sand?
Yeah, well, because we see a shot of outside the house and him and Julie are getting it on, and they just break every single piece of furniture along the way. I'm like, is that
It
what you
seems
think
like
sex is
they're
like?
breaking a lot more than just furniture. Like it was
Yeah,
like they're literally destroying the entire house.
with their lovemaking.
Yeah, and it goes on for a really long time.
Yeah, it is like a
Yeah.
solid minute that we're hearing all this. Like,
Yeah, and like later where he's like finds out his brother is dead and he's immediately like, make me feel better. Who cares about my brother, right? Is he's clear wants some more sex from
why
Julie.
don't you scoot a little closer?
Yeah, and I was
I
like,
can't.
"Oh
I
no, what
can't.
happened to
The
the
gear shift's in
house?"
the way. That's not the
That's
gear
not gear
shift.
shift, yeah. Uh, so I was wondering, I was like, "Oh no, what happened to the house? What's gonna happen to the car now?" Nothing. So I guess it was a
Yeah.
one-time thing. I don't know.
Nah. Um, do you want me to do the one line that made me really laugh out loud, or you want to save that for the?
Yeah, I told you what my line is, so it should be a
Well, that's
contest.
the
So,
line. That's the line I wanted to.
oh my
I'll
the line that I'm gonna do. Then no, don't say it.
okay, then I won't. Okay, that is the best line in the entire movie that made me laugh out loud. It just
Yeah,
um, or
it
just like
really
okay,
it
it
really
breaks the
comes out of
fourth
nowhere.
wall in a really great moment. Like, oh, okay, why didn't we do more of this? This is great.
Well, again, that's the issue, right? Because I feel like they're playing it straight until the eyebrow moment.
They're playing it straight like 90% of the time, but everyone is like so stupid and bad. I mean, although the guy,
Yeah.
what's I forget his name. I've written later, but the guy playing General Sanders is obviously he knows what movie he's in.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Eventually, Jeff figures out how to defeat the evil alien energy force that's also wind
Because he likes to get high,
through
Patrick.
the power of drugs.
Yeah, he likes to huff some nitrous on a change. So just because he's looking for
Good
another
shit.
hit, he looks for another hit, and he through that figures out that's what stops
I
it.
don't
And
I don't think that's what happens with the, I think he's just like waving his arms and trying to figure out and he accidentally hits the nitrous oxide open and
is
that's
that? Oh yeah.
yeah. Because
I
they're
think
like
yeah.
they roll up the windows to make it to try to stop the evil energy wind. Um God damn it. And he accidentally knocks the tank open when he does that, the hose off the tank and it
Yeah. He
opens and the
seems
cart fills
very
with nitrous,
impressed with himself, and
counteracts it.
Julie's like, "You figured out how to save the human race." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I
And they suck
did."
face for like a solid minute.
Yeah, even though like a bomb, a nuclear weapon just went off apparently behind them.
Like 60 miles away. They're fine. It
Yeah.
was a little one. Um,
Yep.
I don't have anything else to say. I gave him a 1.5.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I gave the half point for the couple times that I liked. But yeah.
So villain. Heh.
Yeah, I did like Bloodsuckers slash General Sanders seems to be the villain.
I put Sanders as a supporting character. I didn't even think of
Did
him as a
you?
villain because
I,
he's
I
also working to defeat the Bloodsuckers.
but he's clearly like depicted as like a warmonger jerk and
He definitely really enjoyed was it George C.
set
Scott's performance in Doctor Strangelove.
yeah.
Uh,
Sending draftees to die.
well, that wasn't
Uh
his idea. It was the other guy's idea. He just
yeah,
liked
but he
it.
liked the idea, right? And then the
No one will
whole
miss him.
I need to drop a bomb. And like all the awful, hateful things he says throughout the movie too. And we keep getting him throughout the movie. So I don't know. That's why I kind of put him in this category, but
I
sure.
wrote that the villains of this movie are the Bloodsuckers, and like I said, they are energy wind field from outer space that just landed, just been searching for eons for people to inhabit, and it finally found Earth.
Yeah. It seems to be
Uh,
some sort of a slight hive mind thing,
yeah,
kind of. Yeah, pseudo. And yeah, its goal and purpose is weird because it seems like it just really wants Jeff, kind of, right? Like
definitely wants them.
every
Or,
time it comes in contact with Jeff, it's like we're coming for you, buddy, but it never seems to go very hard for it either
hmm.
at the same time, you know?
So with this, I only wrote up a couple of the Bloodsuckers. I wrote up my favorite Bloodsuckers, the ones who like
Okay.
got transformed into Bloodsuckers. So I wrote about Uncle Joe and Aunt Kate,
Yeah.
played by Robert Bradeen, Bradeen, I don't know, and Billy Keller.
Yeah, not much of a
Uh,
difference for his aunt though, huh? She looks different. That's otherwise she's almost
I think
exactly the
that's
same.
one of the better jokes. Yeah. Uncle Joe won't let Aunt Kate watch foreign shows. Says the communists will watch them back if they do. Mom
Won't
says he won't let
watch
them watch the
the
Mexican shows
yeah.
either, and they're not even communists. Hell, Kate, they're Catholic. What the difference?
I know. I was so like, oh my gosh, there it is.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the Catholics.
And then Uncle Joe says they have to have a conversation about his future with Jeff. Jeff points out they have this conversation all the time. Uh, and Uncle Joe says, ever since your parents died, he felt responsible for Jeff. His father was like a brother to him. My father was your brother. Well, I guess that explains it then. Um, I know he's just talking about like, wants to be an artist. He's like, when are you gonna learn artist shit? Nobody understands it. This is some of the
Uh, I
quality
like
stuff
the
we get from Uncle Joe.
my favorite is when he gets his arm cut off.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't like to say curse words very much, but yeah, you cut
Okay,
my
I'll
fucking
cover that
arm
later
off.
in the. Okay, I was gonna cover it in the action, but okay. And then you have Dr. Pace, played by John Webb. He used to
Yeah,
run Research City, but is now a bloodsucker. Um,
who got tied down at some point off camera
yeah, before the
and
movie even
possessed
began,
off. Yeah,
it seems.
possessed
Yeah.
off camera, all of it.
Um, anyway, he's
He
the one that kind of explains everything at this like weird seminar.
kind
Uh,
of, but man, that speech was hard to follow.
it's so funny. I wrote it the whole thing down because it starts off like kind of creepy. Like he's like
Right.
it's in a completely dark auditorium, right? And he's got the four bodies of his fellow research scientists, just dead bodies, just laying in the auditorium.
Yeah.
And he's just speaking in shadow and slowly coming out of it. And it starts off as moody and scary, and then it just keeps on going on and on. And it's just like
It just
it would
keeps
have been really
going.
funny if Jeff and Julie had just like sat down, got bored, like
Or
halfway through.
or he realizes they already left.
Also would have been fine.
Right.
But it doesn't. I'm on. It's unfortunate. I think the director thought the speech was good, so it's just like after eons of motion through the void of time and space, we found this place. Place to be, place to live, place to experience. And it just keeps
It just goes.
on. You will feed. You will live as we live. You will learn the pain of hunger. Uh, the
Yeah.
excitement of feeding on warm, pulsating life. Stay close to your Julie. Feel her warm body. Soon it will satisfy your hunger. You cannot run away from it, Jeff. The decision has already been made. But yeah, the obsession with Jeff just like
It
why?
makes no sense. Yeah.
Um,
They never explain that. And it doesn't seem like it's very difficult for it to possess anything, really, right?
no, because it's just
Just
the
some
wind is
wind and some
invisible and
weird
weird music.
sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then you throw up all of your blood or most of it.
yeah,
And then you need to feed, I guess.
and more
But
blood.
it still seems like they're very cognizant. It's like
Y-
they are them, but also collective. Like it's like both. It's
Right, and their skin turns white with these blue veins, and that's about it.
yeah, those veins look terrible.
It reminded me of the Omega Man. But
Yeah.
all in all, I gave it as a two, because mostly because I liked Uncle Joe so much. Because I was just like, okay,
Uh,
I got no problem with you going lower. Kind of
I
like
have it as a 1.5 again.
okay, not a huge difference.
Yeah. I was just
Uh,
trying to think like, is there something that you said that can convince me to go up to a 2? And I was like, no.
Mostly just Uncle Joe made me laugh a little. I was like, or at least
Yeah.
smirk, because I'm not
Yeah.
really laughing. I'm like, that's kind of funny.
I
Like
yeah.
I was like that person who just goes like, oh, that's funny. I didn't actually laugh, but I pointed out like, amusing.
Fair
Communists and
enough.
Catholics, same thing. Good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Just not enough for me.
That's about
And really, I went the half a point because General Sanders made me laugh sometimes.
General
So,
Sanders. I have in supporting characters because he is trying. He's got the same goal as Jeff, is defeat the
right.
Bloodsuckers. So yeah, that's my highest rated category, supporting characters, because I had fun with a lot of the surrounding cast, and the silliness goes on.
Yeah.
So here's my lowest rated one, though, is
Yep.
action.
Yep.
First real bit of horror in the beginning, we get a farmer doing chores for like 3 minutes, 3 full minutes to just watch this
We
guy doing
get
chores.
everything like loading up the firewood, feeding chickens, like on and on and on.
Yeah, fixing a fence, keeps on
Yeah.
going and going, like dumping water out of something. I don't know what that was. Then
Saying some
this
stuff to a horse at one
windstorm
point. Yeah.
pops up out of nowhere with these like, magical sprinkle sounds. Uh, it's like it sounded like a fairy would make if she sprinkled dust on you or something like that.
Right.
Can't do it with my, can't figure out how to make that noise, but doodle doodle, you know.
Yeah. I hear you say.
Uh, then it stops and he starts like making like his stomach is hurting. And he starts puking blood, a lot of blood,
Lot of blood.
and you can see it's very clearly coming from a hose on the side of his mouth.
You inside his mouth. Yep, I noticed that
Yeah,
one. Because all of a sudden, too, like the blood gets way more watery too
yeah,
at that
yeah.
point. Yeah.
Then he then he gets up with a blue face and bluer veins and starts growling. And I have the
Ah.
subtitles on. It says eerie rock music plays.
Yeah, I actually also had the subtitles on. It was pretty, I actually made it better. So I feel like if
I
anybody
agree.
decides to watch this movie, please do it with the subtitles.
They are funny.
Yeah.
Uh, then you have where Ralph tries to confront Dr. Pace by himself.
Yeah, that was
Works.
a
Daddy's
weird
home.
choice.
And look what he's brought you. Blood plasma. And it looks like an IV of piss.
Yeah.
Um, Pace doesn't respond, pretending he's dead, and of course he's just playing dead. And
He unstraps him.
surprise, grabs the guy with his hand at
The
the
scalpel.
he's holding the scalpel and just cuts his own throat, the guy's throat, Ralph's throat.
But
And
it
we don't
cuts
even see it;
away.
we just see
Yeah.
the blood squirting at the guy's feet. I was like, that's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, at least the blood looked like thicker and a little bit better than the hose water stuff we saw earlier. But yeah, it's pretty much disappointment.
And then there's the Jeff Uncle Joe fight.
Yeah,
Uh, it's something.
it's something. I mean, it's like he's kind of getting beat up there for a little bit at first.
Well, hold on. I should really set the scene first because like that's what it's trying to pretend that it's like a real horror movie.
Yeah,
Like, like Uncle Joe, we don't see that he's turned. He's just acting strange. He's underneath like a tractor or something fixing
yeah,
it.
he's saying some
And
weird
some
stuff.
farm equipment. Yeah, he's never felt better. It's a new world. He's enjoying every minute of it. He's better than all right. He's found the answer to everything. He's like, you found Jesus or something? And Joe, no, more than that. And soon you'll find out too. Ooh.
Mm.
Um, anyway, Jeff goes into the house covered in blood. And yeah, Aunt
Yeah,
Kate is also become a bloodsucker, but you're right. She's just like, just Aunt Kate. She's like, oh, so nice to see you. Finally here. I was worried you weren't going to come.
yeah.
I got a great
When the
recipe for spaghetti
fights
if you want it.
the when the fight starts, she's just standing over Julie, almost like right on top of her the entire time and does nothing.
Nothing.
I also like how too like how that room is staged, where literally it looks like somebody's like dipping their hand in paint and then just does does like it's such a perfect hand shape. Like it doesn't even look. It looks like almost someone painted it on instead of someone even doing it with a hand. Like it's so unnaturally on the walls, like all over the place.
Right. And then, then Uncle Joe appears like, ah.
Yeah,
And Julie's like, I think we're on the menu. And at the then the fight
yeah,
begins. And it's really weird.
yeah.
Oh yeah, first he does like that. Why don't you make up your mind? First you want to make a photographer, and then yeah, I'm not
Right.
doing all of it again.
Yeah, done.
He's I don't know, some kind of James Dean. You're tearing me apart, kind of bullshit. Um, and then yeah, the Jeff and Joe fight begins slowly. We hear like a kung fu gong, followed by a lot of banjo music.
Oh
So I'm like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, the music was so bizarre. And
Jeff's
it's
doing
another
like
fun
kung
thing
fu
on the
kicks,
description. Yep.
and most like don't actually land or do much of anything, and Joe does most of the ass kicking.
Yeah, he gets like thrown against something and then he's able to reverse it. And
It's
that's
like a
what he
trailer, yeah,
yeah, that's what he sees the what is it?
the
Like a
machete
machete basically, right? And
sticking
that's
out
what
of the
does the
dirt, yeah,
eyebrow thing and
yeah.
slices the arm off and
Cut my fucking arm off.
I did enjoy that delivery.
Yeah. And then yeah, then they just get the hell out of there. They go over to the next house. Uh, Jeff steals some cookies, which I thought was screwed up.
I guess,
Uh,
yeah.
Dials 911, which takes him a very actually they don't have 911. He just dials a lot of numbers to get the sheriff's off. They don't have 911. I checked it. Texas did not have 911 in 1984 yet. Um, and then yeah, Julie's while he's making the call to try to call the police from a different house, Julie's confronted from the farmer from the beginning of the movie.
Yep.
And that's where Jeff goes all Evil Dead 2
I
and
think he
grab.
was eating a sheep or something because you see
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a sheep on the ground covered in
I
blood. Yeah.
I appreciate. I don't know. They must have just tied that sheep down because you saw the sheep still breathing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Jeff picks up a chainsaw that we saw at the beginning of the movie, and he just cuts the guy's head off. But we don't actually see the head
Yeah.
cut off. We just see the afterwards, like no head and blood squirting out. It's like God.
Yeah. And it keeps moving around, kind of. Where's my head? Where like it's and it goes on for a little bit of time. It one kind of made me laugh because it just kept going of this headless thing walking around. Although it looks pretty bad. Like the farmer's all of a sudden weirdly taller with a head missing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it
Exactly.
still made me laugh.
Um, that did make me laugh. But what did make me laugh is his next bit. Is when they go and find gas,
Yeah.
and Jeff makes a call to his buddy Sam, and Julie comes back where she's got the gas, and they're about to go back to her car. And then one bloodsucker is on the roof of the gas station, throws another bloodsucker off of it. And they're like, screw that, just drop the gas, we'll steal this car that's next to the gas station, which coincidentally has the keys in it.
Yep.
And the whole town comes out on the street, and they end up running over one of the bloodsuckers, and then the whole town gets together and just like flips them all the bird as they're driving
Is it all
away.
of them? I just noticed at least one guy doing it. I
They
didn't
all do
realize
it
all.
together, and
That
I'm
was
like,
funny. That one's
all right,
fun. Yeah, I laughed because
yeah,
I noticed the one guy. I didn't realize all of them
yeah,
did.
they're
That's
all doing
funny.
it together. It's like ah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Uh, you have the scene where Sam and Pam are in the shower and they start puking blood.
Yeah. Because
That
their
was
sexy
something.
time got ruined, so they had to go shower.
No,
But
no
hey,
time for
you
the
can
ducky.
join me. Yeah, no time for that. What's the ducky?
Once again, I am not sure if this writer director had ever had sex before. Uh, but
Yeah.
hey, Samantha Walker, thank you for your nudity. It's delightful. It definitely helped this movie.
Yeah.
It's one of the more attractive things to look at in this movie, more interesting things to look at in this movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. You have the scene with the three army guys getting ganged up by the
Yeah.
town.
I
The
kind
mysterious
of
woman in white.
yeah, who like looks the most more vampire than like whatever these bloodsuckers are. She looks different
For
than the rest of
real.
them.
It looks like, oh, is like she the leader or something? She looks different than everyone else. Maybe they'll get into that. No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah. I did enjoy though after they pile up on these like so they're like yeah send in draftees or whatever, right? They won't be missed. They just send three guys in with some like
Into that section. They supposedly had
yeah
other sectors going out. Yeah.
supposedly I guess,
I like the
but
one guy had
anyway
sunglasses too out of the three of them.
it was so ridiculous. But yeah, they immediately all get piled up on, so you see nothing, you just hear stuff. But you do see the one kid pop out from the pile holding like an arm or a limb or whatever, right?
You do, but you see
That
another body part get flown out of the pile too before
I
that.
didn't notice that. But the
Yeah.
kid coming out with it like,
With
oh,
a
I
big
got
smile
my
on his face.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
I
I
got
got a
mine.
turkey leg or something. That one amused me.
Uh yeah. And then you
There's not
have
much.
Jeff and Julie getting to Sam's apartment and Pam and Sam surprise them as bloodsuckers.
Yeah, and you think
Or
there's gonna be
Sam.
another kung fu fight until Julie's like, oh, not another one of these or whatever, then like punches Pam on her way out and they both just leave.
But I love that these bloodsuckers have the ability to just like turn into like 1950s adults out of nowhere,
Yeah.
which honestly kind of amused me. Like you could almost see like Sam about to pull out a pipe, like, "Well, Jim, you see, knowledge is great, but it's an uncontrollable urge, but it's really not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah.
I guess we all have to learn to adjust to the constraints of physical reality. These are
Yeah.
very oddly verbose bloodsuckers."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but Julie knocks out Pam with like a one punch, and they run away, and yeah, that's about the end of the action of the movie.
Yeah, other than I guess you see a shot of a nuclear explosion or whatever, I guess there's that. Otherwise, that's about it. Other than, the nitrous helping him not get possessed
Mm,
or whatever. I gave this a one. This is terrible.
it was awful.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's also one for me. But here's my favorite character category. We'll go a little longer on this since we have really rushed through this shitty movie.
Eh,
It's just not a lot to say.
yeah,
Supporting characters. So we got Julie, played by Laura Ellis. Julie's just driving for the hell of it. She's from Dallas, and she's tired of watching her hometown and turn into another Houston.
yeah.
It's depressing. I don't know. I've seen both towns. They don't look that much different. Maybe that's why she's depressed. Man. Jeff says it
Maybe.
sounds to him like he's not doing enough drugs. She says she's used enough drugs to last a lifetime. And Jeff's like, I could use some right now. And she's like, got the tank of nitrous in the back if you'd like some. And yeah, they're besties, lovers.
Huffing some nitrous.
Yeah.
How bonds are made.
She seems to know what movie she's in, I think.
I don't think they allow her to do anything, really.
Yeah, that's the problem. But she seems to like, she delivers some of the lines like, I'm winking along with this. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, the kung fu part? I mean, there's that
There's
one. I'm
that,
trying.
and it's just like, listen here, janitor or Mr. Janitor or something like that. I forget
Oh,
the,
yeah, yeah, yeah. When
So
he's talking
yeah,
to Norman or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, she's just kind of there in the periphery to the side, right? Sorry about your brother dying. I don't know. I just
No, I'm not
there's
saying
not
great, but I'm
much
just saying
not much to
that's
say
fine.
here either, I
But
guess. I don't
let's get into
know.
General Sanders, played by Dennis Letts. That's father of Tracy Letts in his film debut.
Okay.
Tracy Letts is a very famous playwright and an actor of some renown. I enjoy him very much. So remember Ford versus Ferrari? He was the president of Ford.
Okay.
You've seen him in a bunch of things.
Fair
You like
enough.
this man. Oh, oh,
Okay.
oh,
Okay. I
okay.
was to say I didn't I put him in villain. He's what gave me the 1.5. I gave a
Let's
half
just
point
talk
to the
about
same
Tracy
villain.
Letts, not Dennis Letts at the moment. But Tracy Letts also married to Carrie Coon, so he's a chill guy. Carrie Coon, yeah, she's awesome. So anyway,
So,
back to Dennis Letts, father of Tracy. So we have his opening scene is this car stops in front of Research City, and the guy behind the gate asks the driver to identify. And
yeah.
tries with the army, and anyone can say it with the army. It's just like I'm driving a four-door black sedan with black tires and American flags flying in front. Besides that, I have official papers. Well, anybody can have official papers, and that's when General Sanders gets out of the car and pulls a gun on the guy.
That's the password.
Yeah, how'd you like to have your brains all over the pavement? He's like, that's the password. Carry on, sir. Um, I love that. I think General Sanders has like a picture of himself behind his desk, which is
Is
just
that what that
tremendous stuff.
is?
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
picture of himself.
That's funny.
Tremendous stuff. He's stressing about the world, his wife blowing his life savings on a facelift.
Yeah.
It tells him like Hood tells him like there's been some incidents around this base here. It might be bloodsucker related. He's just they sent out some privates and corporals to scout. He's like the drafted men. Like, yeah, nobody missed them. And good thinking. The
Yeah.
draft ended in 1973, 11 years before this movie came out, but whatever.
Yeah, I noticed that too, but whatever. Yeah, exactly. I mean some of his dialogue is fun, because he's it is fun over the top of, the warmonger
Once
conservative
he
type
calls the
guy.
president,
Yeah.
like begging to like let me drop a nuke.
Yeah, the president's like oogling some lady
Yeah, it's like
next
I
to
got a
him.
cute cupcake on my lap. What do you want from
Yeah.
me? And I love the kazoos playing America the Beautiful as they get introduced to the
Yes.
president.
Yeah.
Um, and like Sanders, like they're trying to take our freedom away by sucking us dry. You gotta let me drop the bomb.
And yeah, he eventually agrees just to get him to stop
He's
talking
like
to
so
him.
like you're always asking me to drop the bomb. He's like, but I really need it this time. It's like, all right, whatever, man. Just a small one, okay? This is gonna be on you.
Yeah, it drops it on the wrong place.
Yeah, he's having a little trouble typing in the codes.
Yeah, and then the Major Hood chokes him out. That's the
Well, that's
last thing
later
we see
on,
of
but
him.
yeah.
I was just saying.
But Hood tries to come over him with like the regulation, like we literally legally cannot do this. It's in the
Yeah,
regulations. He brings out his gun. He's like, "I'm gonna have you eat that regulation book if you don't shut up." Yeah, and he hits the launch button. He's like, "Makes him proud to be an American." And yeah, the nukes launch, and then that's when I later on Hood tells him like he's first I love Sanders
Kill the
trying to think of the
Presbyterians.
I love Sanders just trying to think of the right way to thank the president for letting him finally drop the bomb.
Mhm.
He's just rehearsing that. It's very funny.
Because
And
there's
then
like
Hood
a
appears like, yeah,
beginning of the movie where they talk about these Presbyterians that moved in or something too.
yeah, I'll get into that one later. He
Yeah.
drops it on actually a Methodist encampment,
Oh,
as he
okay.
says, at least 60 miles from any bloodsucker sighting. And that's when Hood starts choking him. He's like, "You idiot! We'll both be shot for this." But I quite enjoyed Dennis Letts. He's one of the best parts of this movie. He's a lot of fun. He
Yeah,
absolutely understands the excitement. And then I wrote up the research scientists all as like one section.
I did that too. Yeah.
So we got Ralph
Their
Rhodes,
lab coats say Research City on it.
like it's a
How
bowling team
ins yeah, exactly that kind of
on the
font.
back
It
of their
is
lab coats. It's
insane.
so funny.
I was just like, what is that on their coats? And then you just get another shot of like them all walking and you see their backs. It's like, oh my God, they did not.
They did. So we
They
have
just
Ralph
love research so much.
so much. Kind of. As long as it's not in Oklahoma. So Ralph
Yeah.
Rhodes, played by Glenn Coburn, the writer director of the movie. He was also the brother of Jeff. BJ Barton, played by Wayne Green. Jerry Jett, played by Chris Niccolo Sharpley. And Richard, played by Richard Wayne Scott. Uh, so in the very beginning of this movie, like Ralph just wants to beat Dr. Pace up to death. And BJ talks him out of it and offers him some chill pills and Jack Daniels to wash him
Yeah.
down with.
Yep.
Um, And let's see. Oh yeah, and then they start interrogating, like, Dr. Pace, like, you got to start talking to us. Tell us what's going on. And Ralph threatens him with another barium enema unless he starts talking. That's when Dr. Pace's like, okay, I'll talk. Let's talk. It's fine. Um, Ralph is the Research City molecular structure scientist, head of that, and related effects specialist. Ralph seems to be high as a kite at the meeting with the general, just spacing
Mhm.
out, like, huh,
Yeah.
I guess from the drugs.
You can't
Uh,
take pills and alcohol at the same time.
No, it's they generally frown upon that. It's right there in the bottle.
Yep.
Although he never got to see the bottle in his defense.
Fair.
Yeah. So he's not sure the molecular makeup as of the energy thing as it is from outer space. They do know that it's colorless, odorless, tasteless, and invisible, and also very windy. It manifests itself in a strong gust of wind. Um, Scientists suggest studying the phenomenon. The general says their studies are worth shit. He has weapons and pulls out a sidearm. Ralph says, like, how rude.
What's the point of weapons if you don't use them?
That's right. And then you got BJ talking with the other scientists. The public isn't going to care whether or not they turn to bloodsuckers as long as they have cable TV. And then BJ again, like, we all have to make compromises. That's what life's all about. This is the most important scientific discovery since cancer. We can't let it slip through our fingers. If they destroy this thing, we'll probably all be sent to a ridiculous medical research in some place like Oklahoma.
Right, which they're in Texas, which is insane to me. But
Well, no, it's
yeah,
okay.
what an insane
Because I
line,
am
by the
dating a
way.
woman from Texas, I can tell you that Texans look at Oklahoma the way New Yorkers look at New Jersey. Like,
Okay, fair enough. I would
so I
not know
actually
that. All
laughed
right.
pretty loud at that line. I was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Since cancer, what a statement.
right?
What a statement.
And they're like, "Oh, we should run some more tests." And BJ's like, instead of doing something to Dr. Pace they haven't even tried on lab animals yet, they should do something unexpected and just get drunk. Eh, they're
But it
all
was
into it except
like,
for Ralph. He's like, I see what I mean.
yeah, I
Turns out he
gotta, but
just
I'm,
wants to go
yeah,
torture him some more.
which is super bizarre. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
So, these guys, there's some good laughs. Uh, I especially enjoyed BJ, but
I guess I feel like most of it is them talking to Sanders, which is kind of funny.
well, it's
Um,
because anything with Sanders is kind of good. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm like, but like otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I still went low.
Oh, I'm
I
not done yet. I got more to
oh
go.
dear Lord, you got
Because
more?
I got to talk
Okay.
about Norman the janitor.
Oh, that I do have him on here. Yep. Okay.
Norman
But
the
I thought we
janitor.
basically said it all already. But yeah.
Oh no, played by Big John Brigham. Uh, and Man, Norman, three research scientists come up over to him. He says, "Hi, I'll tell you what. This world's getting to be a weird place to live in. It didn't used to be this weird. What do you suppose happened? Too many weirdos. That's the problem. Weirdos got together and have weird babies. And they grow up to be weirdos. It's an endless cycle." And then he
Yeah.
runs into Jeff and Julie later, and he's like, "Hey, you kids shouldn't be hanging around a weird place like this." And he's like, "What the hell's going on around here? Weird things. Very weird things. Too many weirdos." Could you be a little more specific? Leave now or you'll die. Look, I don't trust your judgment, but I'm not leaving here until I find my brother, Ralph Rhodes. Ralph Rhodes! He's a weirdo. Yeah, that's him. Can you tell me where he's at? Don't know. Don't want to find a weirdo. And then Joey's like, listen here, you janitor. I'll admit this is a weird city. Just tell me where he is. And then we hear a weird noise down the hall, and Norman's like, janitor, like, gone.
Gone. Yeah. Which is weird because it's like that could have been easily done timing wise to make that as a comedic joke. It just didn't, the way they did it did not work. It
I
was a
laughed.
bummer. Did you?
But yeah, I was also
I
sad
laughed
because
because like I get what they were trying to do. It just did it was the timing of it was
every time
bad.
Norman is on screen talking about weirdos, I am laughing because I think he's
Yeah.
genuinely very funny. It's just the
It
constant
would have
theme of
been
weirdos.
it would have been good too if that somehow tied to the guy in the very beginning of the movie who goes on like a hateful bigot rant about like gays.
I have him written up.
Which do you too? Wow.
I love all this stuff. So you have Deputy Sam, played by Christopher Heldman.
Yeah.
He's friends with Jeff and convinces him not to write up the story that strange dead bodies found with all their blood sucked out. He also seems to be into kinky sex with his girlfriend Pam. Wonder what they do with the
Cuffs.
ducky.
Yeah, I don't know what the ducky. Who knows?
Um, then we have my guy Buford, played by Jim Stafford. Claims he knows who did these murders. It was the devil worshipping homos from over on Hatchet Street. Cher's like, they're just Presbyterians. And Buford doesn't see a difference because they're just homos.
Yeah.
Um, Sam takes exception to Buford's talk and tells him to go away while he's showing his gun. And Buford just like walks away. He's like, "You're all homos."
Do you like the sheriff eating the rib or whatever? It just
Last
throws
guy I
it
met,
at
I
the
wrote
dead
down
body.
Sheriff Don, played by Charles Coburn. I don't know what his relationship is to. I don't know if he's his brother or father or uncle, whatever, cousin
Yeah.
to the director, but they have the same last name. He only shows up for one scene, eating a single rib, at a crime
Yep.
scene, and proudly states that he's seen nastier crime scene. Ends the scene with tossing the half-eaten rib at one of the corpses. Woo!
Yeah, because he's like, oh, we had an axe murder however many years ago. This is nothing.
Yeah,
And it
exactly.
literally looked like there was barely anything on the ground too. Really, it looked like nothing really at all. So I was like, oh, he's got a point. But yeah, when he's throwing the rib in the crime scene, it's like, oh dear Lord.
Okay, that is the last thing I have written up for this cat. This category I gave a three because I had so much fun with all of this stuff. It
Wow.
made the movie bearable. These guys nailed it. Everything else in this movie is absolute trash. And so like this was like okay. Because if I didn't have all of this, it might have taken me a week to finish this movie. Because the quality,
Um,
everything from like top to bottom is so piss poor. It looks like a high
yeah,
school movie kids made in high school or something like that. It's so trash.
I can go up a half point, but I had it at a one.
Wow. Wow, you do have this pretty low. Okay.
Yeah, this movie sucked.
Uh so I gave this a final score of a 7.5.
I gave it like a 5.5. So it is my worst rated movie.
I'd I'd rather watch this again than Splatter University. Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't. I can't for the categories that it's in. Like the it's.
Hey,
Ugh.
I was right there with you with everything except for the last category.
So you said 7.5, right? So it's just
Seven
up
and a half.
one. Yeah, that's just it.
Um, so I don't really have much info on this movie, miscellaneous wise, because there just wasn't anything. So Bloodsuckers from Outer Space premiered at Joe Bob Briggs Drive-In Movie Festival in October of 1984. And Pat Paulson, who played the president of this movie, attended the premiere and later said he was embarrassed by the quality. It came out on home video 2 years later.
It's
Uh,
pretty bad.
Travis Box of the Dallas Observer cited as one of the best low-budget films made in Texas.
Oh boy.
Mike Phelan of Dead Central rated it 5 out of 5 stars and wrote Bloodsuckers from Outer Space could use one could be one of the kings of low budget B movies. Academic Peter Dendel wrote in the Zombie Encyclopedia that it is a lot like the following years, The Return of the Living Dead, except that it isn't funny or exciting. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Return of the Living Dead is a fucking classic. This movie is not.
No.
So that's
No.
that's it, man. I got nothing else to say about this movie. It is not very good. Uh,
It's not.
it's better than Splatter University, but that's all I got.
I mean, again, I'll admit it did like, and I was watching this at work.
Yeah,
I had some time and I was because I saw how short it was too.
blessedly
And
short.
like, yeah, and like a coworker came in at one point because I did laugh because I was just like, I can't believe how bad and ridiculous this movie is. And I just remember being like, are they in on the joke? And then you get that wink or the eyebrow thing. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, they are.
I can't wiggle my eyebrows. Just realized this about myself.
But yeah, it's
Hey, you did it. Good job.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's just upsetting just to be like, okay, you could have, and I could have even if the bad headless thing, we got more of that. You did the arm cut, cool. If you did more of that kind of stuff throughout the movie, I probably would have rated this higher. Like I would have, I mean, at least there were still some more interesting death stings to see in Splatter that you don't even get in this one. So that's kind of why I went there. But yeah, splitting hairs on that one, but it's just not very good. It's disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Sorry.
We're sorry.
So next week,
Yeah, you gonna uplift us, or are we gonna get some more bad out of the way?
well, I was gonna do a heavy hitter,
Okay,
um, but then I realized looking at what we have remaining on our list, we still have two Christmas horror movies, so we got to split those up.
you gotta get one out of the way right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna do Don't Open Till Christmas,
Okay, on Plex.
Santa slasher in England,
I think
London,
if I remember
England.
correctly, this was another poster that looked kind of fun.
I watched this on one of Joe Bob's Christmas specials.
Yeah.
I remember thinking it's okay. There's some good stuff in it.
Okay. Fingers crossed then.
It's definitely better than this piece of shit that we just watched.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just the only reason we're doing this right now is because we still have another Christmas horror movie to go. Like, man, four this year. So I'm like, I got to split these up a little bit.
Excuse me, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really it.
All right,
Anything else
man.
from you?
No, that's it. This movie I did not like it. I did not enjoy myself that much with it. Except yeah, a couple times. So I'm cool with making this a shorter episode. And yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Well, that's all you got. That is it for us. Please share your support for the podcast by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or wherever you happen to listen to the show. Also, sharing is caring. Be sure to follow us on social media to get the latest show updates. You can contact us by emailing at filmbrochamp@gmail.com or find us by searching for the hashtag FilmBroChamp. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Bro Championship Podcast. Peace out, everyone.
Damn, that incidental music's scary.
That line was good.
That line
I
was good.
was like, oh, are we in a Mel Brooks movie? That's good.
Yeah.
What?
It came out of nowhere. I liked it.
Really? Yeah.